Well, we are left in the wilderness, aren't we?
I got mine for a couple of £100.
Mine is under £100.
And I got my bike for £250, and you may have seen these bikes in previous videos on the channel.
Now today we've been told we've got a race on our hands, but we don't know what. Okay team, you've got your bikes from GCN's bargain basement. Your challenge today is a race. Head to head, winner takes it all. In a moment, you are going to be blindfolded, oh yeah, stuffed into a van, and then driven to a location. From there, just need to ride home.
Roughly how far away is it?
Wouldn't you like to know, Manon? It was actually me who put the pin in the map as well.
And what about navigation? Are we allowed navigation tools? Or...
Yep. So you've got the sun somewhere, and your brains as well. Now, GCN producers know that you guys could do with a bit of a helping hand these days, okay? So you're not as fit as you used to be, certainly you, Conor.
Me?
Yeah, and it is hilly in these parts, right? So Swytch Bike have very kindly supplied 3 of their e-bike conversion kits. This will fit basically any bike, and it will give you an extra 250 watts of power and 40 Newton meters of torque. So don't say they're not good to you.
What, you're going to turn our bargain bikes to e-bikes?
Well, you are going to turn your bargain bike into an e-bike, yeah, but we'll provide the kit.
That's going to pretty much triple your power, Conor.
All right. I'm being the butt of the jokes here. I'm winning. I'm gonna be flying with my triple power. Anyway, better get blindfolded.
Well, we are left in the wilderness, aren't we?
I guess that's it. Well, I wouldn't call it wilderness. Still relatively cozy. I can see buildings. Before we get moving, we need to build our bikes. Good luck, Hank.
What do you mean?
I've never seen you change so much as a puncture. So, but I think you'll be all right.
Game on. Are you ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1.
Right. Get into the box. So, I'm quite methodical in my approach. I'm really glad this is like my side of the mechanics. Hank has his own like universe. But this is part of the race. First one to get built can get going. As we build our cheap bikes, you're probably wondering how much it's going to cost us to make them electric. Well, the Go kit that Hank has been given starts at £359 sterling, and the Air starts at £469 sterling. And that's with a hefty discount added if you do pre-order these kits. So really, you can turn a relatively cheap bike into a proper e-bike for not much when you compare it to the price of a full e-bike. Now I've got a bit of an advantage here because I've seen these Swytch kits fitted already. Not that it's hard in the first place, but I think with Hank's ability, it may seem that way. Now they consist of a front wheel with a hub motor, as you can see here. I'm using the Air Max, which consists of a battery pack that will fit to my handlebars very soon. And that's kind of it. It's pretty neat and compact. This gives me a claimed range of about 15 to 20 miles. Hank's actually got the Go version of this, so that consists of a larger battery pack which mounts to his frame. That gives him a whopping 30 or 40 miles of range. So 0 range anxiety for him. But I do think I'm going to get my bike built quicker and hit the road before he does.
Now I need to work out how to link up my front wheel with the battery, and then this is where this bad boy comes into action. It should be quite straightforward, even with my mechanical skills. Right, you beautiful people. I am all built, look at that. The quickest of them all, and I am off. I'm gonna head, I don't actually know where any of these places are. So we got Wells that way, Radstock that way, Froome that way. So I reckon Bath's in that direction. Guys, I'll see you at the finish. Adios! Oh, this motor, 250 watt motor added to a 100-pound bike has turned it from being a sluggish, pretty rubbish bike into being blooming zippy and quick.
The bike's working and I am good to go. Just need to chop my cable ties. I'm good for 15 or 20 miles and I reckon, I don't think I'm gonna need it because I'm gonna be so savvy with my route. I'm not getting lost. Beelining it back to Bath, back to the finish line where we started. To take that trophy.
Okay, so the boys are worried about power and range and everything, but there was nothing in the rules that said we couldn't get public transport. So I've chosen a folding bike, and the really cool thing is, with the air setups, it can fit to pretty much any bike. So I've chosen a folding bike, and hopefully I can zoom to a train station or some sort of public transport and get to the end point before them. Hopefully, if I can find any public transport, because we are in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so I am the last one to leave. Conor probably left about 4 minutes ago, and I have the decision now of, this is all I have to go off, is the road sign. Do I go to Frome, which is 3.5 miles away? I know there's a train station there, but I know that is further away from Bath than Radstock is. I think I'm going to risk it and I'm going to go for the train station. Yeah, because else it's just going to take me so long to get back on little wheels. So we're going for public transport. Let's do this. Toodaloo! Who knew that a folding bike could be this fast? I'm actually flying. Boys better watch out.
Slightly worried that he's got off first, but I know what he'll be doing now. He'll be heading straight off, not thinking about anything. Probably go the wrong way and he's going to lose time.
My plan is simple. Ask these people where we are. Sorry, real quick. You don't know what direction Bath is, do you? No, I've got no idea where I am. That way? Legend. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Thank you to Mel's school. Appreciate it. Right, we're off. Okay, so I'm terrible at asking directions because I remember the first direction and then forget the rest. But I think I'm heading in the right direction.
Feels weird to be leaving and not looking at a map though. Built the bike surprisingly quickly actually. It was relatively simple. It's always the way it looks like it's going to be quite complicated, but then actually in practice, front wheel, sensor on the cranks, off you go. Which is pretty crazy. I can go from one relatively cheap bike and make it an e-bike. It's nuts. But I'm looking forward to cracking on now, getting into the ride, make up some ground on Hank.
I think I'm heading in the right direction. Down here, take a right. I'm looking for a bike path. Just going around in circles. So I've turned around here and I'm heading to Mel's. I just need to find one sign that tells me where, because otherwise if I head down there I'm heading towards Frome. I think it's this way.
Heading towards Frome. Just saw a sign that said 2 miles to Frome. So hopefully I'm gonna get there, and hopefully there'll be signs for the train station when I get there too. Now it's pretty hilly around this area, as I found out very quickly, but the old folding bike's going pretty well with the old switch attached. I'm actually quite impressed. Piece of cake. Still have to try quite hard, but going up quicker than I normally would. Whew. Where's this train station?
So I am so disorientated. I think what I gotta do now is just be like a homing pigeon. Like Conor homing pigeon. Big giant homing pigeon.
I think I'm going the wrong direction. My tactic is to use the general public. Because if you're nice enough, people will normally try and help you out. Is the bike path, mate?
Just go round slightly
Round
to the right and take the first left and go, you go up by those trees up there.
Yeah.
And carry on right up to the top of there, and then you come out on what was the old railway.
Railway,
track.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that takes you to Bath, does it? Ian, thank you very much. Lovely to meet you. Thank you.
We have a sign to Frome. Now I have to find the train station, and I have never got the train from Frome before, so I have no idea where to go, but I'm hoping that there's going to be some signs for it. But yeah, or I'm going to have to ask someone. Hopefully someone's kind enough to help me out. Excuse me, do you know where the train station is?
Yeah, if you cycle all the way along.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, we're here.
So I'm still not entirely sure where I am, but I'm plodding on. I'm still feeling confident. I think I'm on the right track. But now's a good time to talk about the single speed bike I'm using. So I've got this brand new £250, which I think for a brand new bike and what you're getting is it's a pretty good deal really. But with the added electric power, it's become a whole new beast. So the kit I'm using, the Air, charge time 1.5 hours. And for that, and the easy fitment, you get such a good boost to your bike. So where the single speed was struggling is on the climbs, not quite having that gear to go over them. Now, I have this huge boost that just keeps me going. Spinning out a bit when I'm going fast on the descents, but I mean, for me, it's like the ultimate commuter.
Excuse me, guys. Really stupid question, but which way do I go for Bath on the bike path? Is it that way?
Just keep going straight.
Oh God, I'll be going 10 miles the wrong direction.
And then you go to Wellow, and then you're going to cycle past near where the trekking centre was.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed. All right, cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely this one, yeah.
I have gone in the wrong direction. Great, I'll go back on myself. What a nightmare. Thank you. Oh no. Right, I can't be winning this race now.
This is me. I'm off. Bye guys. Hopefully I'll get that fast.
So for a long time there, I just really did not have a clue where I was. And then suddenly it just popped out and I recognised the road. It was the road me and Hank tried to do a descending challenge on at Christmas. And I'm in good stead. I have been going in the right direction, which I'm chuffed about. So I'm on the outskirts of Bath pretty much, about 7 miles away. Just come onto a bike path where I know I can cut straight into Bath, but I've got a good idea. So the single speed is actually going pretty well up the climbs with the electric power. So instead of taking the bike path, I'm powering straight up the climb using the electric power, and then it's just a pure descent all the way into Bath. I think I could win this. I think I might have this in the bag. I'm so intrigued to see what's happened to Hank though. It could be a little jammy one and get it.
Right, I think I've got confirmation I'm going the right direction. And now I need to get my head down and make some ground up. Because I'm slightly worried Conor and Manon are way ahead of me now. So here goes. I've put on full power. And let's make some time up. Let's go. Well, I've got to say though, it's turned my vintage £100 bike into a bit of a weapon on the climbs. Before I was struggling with it, not gonna lie. Still haven't mastered the gears yet. There we go. Right, off we go. On to a winner.
So me and my folding bike have made it to Bath. and it flew by. But the great thing about the air kit is that it can fit on pretty much any bike, so on wheel sizes from 16 to 29 inches, and it has a top speed of 20 miles per hour, although it is road legal, so it only reaches a speed of 15.5 miles per hour here. But now, me and that 15.5 miles per hour are off to the finish line.
Coming into Bath. Can I find Hank?
You look like you've been here a while. Oh,
We've been here about 20 minutes.
Good effort though.
Thanks.
Good effort,
How was
Manon.
who won?
Guess.
You.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, he didn't! The big man won it! I won it, yeah! Thanks, Manon.
You deserve that, Conor.
I beat you by 5 minutes.
Really?
I went the wrong direction.
Oh, of course
Yeah.
you did. Of course you did. You don't know what way the right direction is, though.
No.
So I did 17k to get here.
Yeah.
Guess how far Hank's ridden?
Did you do like 30k?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
To double the amount. You kept getting lost.
Shut up.
I got so
How
lost.
did you do
How
that?
did you get here? You didn't ride the whole way.
Yeah. No,
You rode the whole way?
I got trained.
So, well, that's
Yeah,
what it's all about.
rode to Froome. It was like 3.5 miles, then jumped on the train, and the train was quite slow, to be fair. It wasn't a fast speed train, but it was good.
Oh, good
And we got
effort.
you in the end.
Yeah.
Liked it well.
How did the navigation
I can't-
ability go? How did you get to the train station?
Well, you know where we started? It said 3.5 miles to Froome. Was that right?
Straight to the front.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Good plan. Good
So-
plan. Anyway, team, let's sit down and figure out what we've learned from all this.
Well, I can't read directions.
You can't read direction, Manon's buying us all dinner.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Great. Right, before we award the trophy to the winner, let's chat about some of our best bits. Hank, let's start with you. Apart from doing double the distance of Conor, what were the best bits for you?
Well, firstly, I just like how I beat you all at building this thing,
Oh, yeah,
which
yeah.
says
Yeah.
which
That
says
was
a lot.
questionable though, because
Yeah.
you came back once as well. You were just rushing it. You did such a
Yeah.
rush job, you didn't do it properly.
But nevertheless, I did get off first.
I think if you can build it in that speed, anyone can. It was pretty simple actually.
Exactly. And then the other point is, it really helped this bike get over some of those, steep climbs. It is going to top out at 50 mile an hour, just because of the regulations. But it's so nice to have that big power, especially when you just kind of get over the
A little boost.
over the climbs. But to be honest, I spent a lot of the time over the over the power needed. So yeah, there you have it.
That's where I used the electric bike to my advantage because I went most direct route, got my navigation on point. I decided to smash it up the climbs with the added power, then bomb down into Bath
Yeah,
to just
perfect.
take the win.
What about you, Manon?
Well, I have to say, I didn't do that much riding, but I did do, the 3.5 miles to the train station. It was quite hilly, and that bike, do not underestimate it, because it was fast to go
An
up the
extra
climbs.
250 watts.
Yeah, up the climbs, it felt like I was going like a normal speed that I would do on my normal bike, which
And
is pretty fast.
It's pretty cool as well how these kits can just fit on any
Yeah,
bike.
look at the size of those wheels, and then your bike, 3 totally different bikes, and it did the job.
All the same power, but nevertheless, different batteries. And I've still got full battery
Yeah.
Really?
after 30k riding.
That's pretty impressive.
There you go. Anyway, before Conor gets his hands on that, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. Let us know in the comment section below what you thought of this challenge, and if you'd like to see us do it again.
It was a pretty fun challenge,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
without further
There we
ado,
go.
Conor, here is your moment. Congratulations.
And
The victor takes it. Big thanks to Swytch for giving me the power needed
yeah,
To win a challenge.
to finally win
Yeah.
a challenge.
and Manon, it looks like you're buying
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to go then?
Food on Manon. I'm hungry.
pizza.
Pizza, I can do pizza.
Pizza and burgers and
I might
Absolutely
as
not,
well.
Conor. You were limited to one
I'll
main
take this.
meal.
I might just keep it.
yeah. Right, well, let's go, Manon.
Pizza time.